Lovely morning, good people. The unique African continent is known for so many amazing stuff. And of course, one of it is the fabric that come out of this continent. And when you go to Malawi, you find that you have the chitenje. And if you go to Nigeria, you find that you have the famous Ankara. But who would have known that within this famous fabric that we have, one would actually think of having portraits made out of it? Why don't you come with me, Africa, as I'm about to meet Gary Stevens, who will show you what a unique work he does. Lovely morning, Gary.
Hi, Derek. Nice to have you.
So you're the guy famous for making portraits out of the Ankara fabric.
Well, that's one of the things that I do. I'm happy to have you here. I'm going to show you and explain a little bit about my work.
It's a pleasure. So you're going to take me through your work, like the experience at an art gallery?
Yes, I'm going to explain my techniques and what attracts me, and I think you'll understand what's specific about my work.
Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff here.
So this is my first portrait. This is called the turquoise scarf. It was part of a series of women wearing headscarves, which I think is a very everyday but beautiful African symbol. So I glued a fabric onto the canvas, and then I started painting on top of it, playing with covering up certain areas so that the figure comes out, but leaving the pattern still there somehow.
Okay. Wow, this is so amazing. So the canvas and the Ankara is put together.
It's an acrylic painting on top of the Ankara. And you know, for me, the part that I love is where a bit of Ankara comes, you know, popping through her earring, or where this spiral that was part of the pattern is half on her face and half off. So
because now I'm confused, which is the Ankara and which is the painting. It's so beautiful. Everything is fitted so together.
So this was part of the work that I showed in Lagos last October in the Ankara portraits.
All right.
I showed men with hats and women with scarves. I must say, in the Nigerian market, they bought all the women. I don't know why, but it was nice anyway.
Well, it's always very beautiful to have something of womanish maybe in your house, in a portrait of that nature, I believe. Well, do you also have other things that you have to show?
Yeah, I would like to show you. This painting here, I called the Orange Cap. So again, just a descriptive title.
Now this is the guy.
This is one of my cool hip guys. I've taken this photo in South Africa, but here again, just playing with the pattern and repeating the pattern with paint, but still you can sort of get this whole rhythm that goes through and underneath the piece.
How do you do your work? Is it that you take the photograph and then you start drawing it on? How's it done?
First I put the fabric on, so it's just a piece of Ankara glued onto the canvas. And then I sketch the figure on top of that, and then I slowly line in, you know, more and more things. But I'm always stepping back, making sure I don't cover up too much of the fabric.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this, Gary?
This was a group of about 14 paintings that I made in a 6-month period before I went to Lagos.
If you look at this, quite really, I'm speechless. I mean, how you drew the Ankara and the painting and everything else is very, very, really something out of, well, I've never seen this. So, well, let's talk about appreciating art, because maybe that's the other thing that I'm missing. They always say that when you're looking at art galleries, you need to have that. What is it that you see when you see a piece like this? What are the things that you see?
Well, I'm more for direct appreciation. I mean, I find it a good compliment if someone from the street, you know, like tells me, oh, I have a hat like that, oh, I have that. So I think it should just transmit something that anybody can feel
to.
and that
Oh,
anybody
okay.
can relate to.
All right.
So I don't consider it particularly sophisticated, in its message. It's meant to be a cool guy with bright colors and using light to build the form, light behind him here to make his face come out, light on his neck here. So some traditional painting things, although my painting is not really traditional,
Yeah. And how long have you been doing this painting with Ankara?
Well, painting with Ankara was started, it's about just a year and a half or so. But I've always been a colorful and sort of expressionistic painter.
You must have pushed yourself out of your
I was having big fun, and I was making these paintings pretty fast because it's part of the energy is that it's an expressionistic thing, so you don't want to go slow. So I was just exploding. Every week a new painting, and wow, it was fun.
Well, while moving to another portrait, tell me about the countries where you've actually shown your exhibition.
Well, exhibitions in Africa, I've only had in South Africa and now in Nigeria. I've traveled a lot in Africa to different countries to take pictures of, how the people are in, lately Mozambique. And I found the women and their headdresses very beautiful.
I thought after the two that I've seen, I wouldn't see something also so beautiful like this, Gary, I should admit. But this is also very fabulous.
This painting is the beach vendor.
Beach vendor? Where'd you get these names?
No, he was a beach. He was selling cokes. So anyway, I like this painting. I focused very much on this hot yellow light. Recently I've been working more and more in color. My first few years in South Africa, I made all black and white work. So this was sort of like a relief or like to get more fire and energy into the work. These pieces, I've been showing them in Nigeria. I've showed them in South Africa. I have a gallery that exhibits them for me. It's a very good period in my career right now. I was not expecting Africa to bring me all this luck. And instead, I'm getting invited to do different shows and all kinds of things.
Talking about Nigeria and South Africa, share with us some galleries people can actually go and appreciate art.
Well, in Nigeria, I'm exhibiting with a gallery called Omenka Gallery, which
it's in Lagos.
It's in Lagos, yeah. It's on Ikoyi. And I met him here in South Africa at the Johannesburg Art Fair. And in South Africa, well, there's a lot, the art market is more developed in South Africa than it is in Nigeria. In Nigeria, they're just getting it going, which has a lot of energy.
All right.
Here, there's a lot of very good quality galleries and a lot of good artists working.
Now, what is this painting, Gary?
This one I just called the Muslim cap. It's mostly about the pattern. I was taken by this sort of traditional beanie that they wear in Cape Town. And so
I was thinking this is more of a West African influence. In Nigeria, people wear these hats.
I think all over Africa now that I'm paying attention, but the first time that I saw it was in Cape Town.
Okay.
And then the same traditional, aspects like playing with the way the light hits his face and trying to make it a dramatic, composition by the lighting that's in the painting. Okay, Derek, from the Ankara, now I'm going to show you some of my linoleum prints. So this is printmaking.
All right.
Same subject matter, basically pattern and people with how they wear hats, headscarves. But what I do here, which is sort of unique to my work, is that I fold the paper so it has these pleats and I put strings in front. All these things are meant to create sort of optical illusions and give a sense of energy or movement to the pieces.
All right. Now, how do you put this thing? Do you just put them in blue? I mean, not blue. This is men are colorblind, by the way.
Yeah.
This is maroon.
So these strings are a system that I put inside the frame. It's not actually connected to the art piece, but it's meant to be like a screen that you look through so that you have these colors of these threads and the lines that they create as part of your experience.
Beautiful stuff. And how do you fold the paper then?
I use a ruler and I score the paper and then I pleat it. And it's something that I've been working on and sort of refining the technique. Now I'm very precise. These works are more precise than the Ankara paintings and very much more time consuming.
Wow.
But I sort of like that. One thing that I like is that during my openings, usually people, they move in front of the pieces. So you see people like having fun and interacting with the art.
I'm already doing that. Like, oh, okay, what's happening here?
Yeah.
I think it's the illusion that you were talking about here.
Yes,
Anything
yes.
else you'd also love to show me?
No, I'll show you this piece. This woman is a good friend of mine, and we were at the beach in Lagos, and she was wearing this headscarf, and so I took her photo there. She's from Cote d'Ivoire. She's a Ivorian, and so it's the same technique. Again, here there's the strings, and there's this effect of shimmering light created by the folds and the strings.
Wow. Lastly, advice for young people who'd love to take up art. Is it a rewarding career?
For me, it has been a beautiful life, and I never discourage people. It's not very easy, or it's an unstable income. You know, sometimes you're doing well, the next year maybe less. So you have to have faith, and you work not knowing if you're going to get
But passion
paid.
is key.
Passion is key.
You don't just come and say, I'm going to be an artist.
No,
you don't
and
have passion in it.
and you have to do what you love, because I think people, they feel it. If you're working on work that your heart is in, that's what they buy. When you start thinking about what can I make so it will sell, you're finished.
Well, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you, Gary, and I hope Africa you also enjoyed it. Right now, of course, I'm just going to have a real discussion with him in terms of the price, because I don't want to see that on camera. Till next time, Africa, of course, you should have a lovely morning. But like he said, passion is key. In everything that you do, you need to have passion. And when you have that, you can achieve whatever you want. Have a lovely morning. Ciao, ciao.